Yesterday was a great day for Canadian soccer, as on their first match day of qualification for the 2019-20 CONCACAF Nations League, and also first day of qualifying for the 2019 Gold Cup, Canada defeated the US Virgin Islands by a record-breaking 8-0 win, making this the largest margin of victory ever in Canadian men's soccer history. Now, going into this game, a large margin of victory was expected, as Canada is currently the 79th ranked team on the FIFA Worldwide Rankings, and the US Virgin Islands is the 206th ranked team. But for them to control and dominate this game as well as they did is just shows really the steps that this team is moving forward, and the steps that John Herdman's Team Canada is taking towards becoming possibly a contender to get into the World Cup in Qatar, or probably more likely in 2026 when it comes to the United North America bid with some games in Canada. The team going into the game played a very interesting formation with only 2 defenders and then 5 midfielders and 3 strikers, and also playing a lot of young guys who hadn't had any competitive experience with Team Canada, had only played in friendlies before. This is actually an incredibly important game for cap-locking young players, as in this one game we cap-locked Derek Cornelius, Liam Millar, who plays for Liverpool's U23 team, and Jonathan David, who plays in the Belgian league for Ghent. And all 3 of those players had very good performances, and it's just incredibly exciting to see all these young players now coming up in the ranks of the Canadian team, and now confirming that they do want to play for Canada moving on in the future. Moving on to the game itself, it was an 8-0 blowout. Larin, Cavallini, and Jonathan David all had 2-goal games, and Azorio and Junior Hoylett both added goals in as well. The 3 players who I was most interested watching this game were Millar, David, and of course Alphonso Davies, as those 3 really are all players 18 and younger who, going forward, are going to be the future of our team, all already abroad and playing different leagues, of course with Davies going to Bayern Munich in January. So moving forward with Canadian soccer, these 3 are really going to be hopefully the backside of this team moving forward, just the 3 who can really be our main focus moving forward, especially with Kyle Larin's only 23, so he could be a part of that group too. But I have a feeling that these 3 are going to be the backbone of Team Canada for years to come. In their individual games, I thought Millar played well. He was good with the ball. Didn't score, but had some opportunities. I liked his play very much, actually. Jonathan David had a hell of a game, scoring 2 goals in his first ever cap for Canada. He just was on fire. I thought his second goal was absolutely spectacular. Of course, the pass up to him was very good, but he had a great reception in the box, great control of the ball, and able to convert into a goal. Alphonso Davies didn't do as much offensively as I think people thought he would this game. He was playing more of a left-back position, staying back, being better defensively. He had some great runs where he put back pressure on the ball with his incredible speed coming back. And then he had an incredible assist on the first Kyle Larin goal. So I think Davies also had a very good game. Maybe he wasn't playing as controlling as he could. Obviously, with Canada playing weaker opposition, there was no need for him to play at the level as he does in MLS. But I thought he played very well. Really, I thought all of Team Canada played incredibly well. I mean, Derek Cornelius didn't have much to do in the back. He's the other young player that I want to see this game. But in a defensive position, he didn't have very much to do, as the ball was very rarely, if ever, in the Canada end. I think the Virgin Islands only had a handful of rushes going forward. I don't think they really had any shots all game. So it was a very easy game for the Canadian defenders. But all in all, I think this is a terrific start to the Nations League qualifying, a terrific start to the Gold Cup qualifying, and hopefully we can use this win to gain momentum with our remaining 3 qualifying games and make sure we get into the Gold Cup and Group A in the Nations League.